All right, boom. Welcome back to another episode of Return of the Mac Podcast. It's your host, Oxcore Daddy, Direct Poppy, Jameson Poppy, aka Suits in the Pants, aka just playing I'm in a relationship. This is, bro, we're still in a sad state. Like, day by day, day by day, for real. It's really just like you're on social media, you're scrolling, you're just sad. So, if this episode is a little somber or a little low energy, just understand the state of the world and the state of everyone's mindset, especially being black. And yeah. I'm joined by the following people that you see on your screen, and if you're listening, I'm joined by
Chande.
BKP, l'homme le plus charmant. You know, I'm gonna keep that one. You know.
Yeah, fire.
Shy. That's it.
Just shy.
Yeah. Humble. It's a humble episode.
Yeah, it is. It is a humble episode. All right, so where do you guys want to start? Do we want to start with the most recent events on social media, which was the black box that everyone is posting on their page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start off with that. Like, I just logged into my Insta and I saw that because I woke up a little late, I think, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, why is my whole TL black?" And then people were like, the captions or the hashtags are all like pro Black Lives. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, okay, this is like, you know what I mean, to raise awareness. I just clicked in my mind as that. So I did the same thing, like just kept going with my day or whatever. And then like I didn't really give it too much thought. I'm like, kind of like it's just like support or whatever. And then I started seeing backlash from people online of saying like, why are you posting a fucking box? It's not going to do anything. You're wasting time. Like, this is not, if you think you're doing something, you're wrong. Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't understand why people are so against raising awareness. Like, we do this all the time for breast cancer, any kind of other disease, or anything that's going on in the world. You raise awareness, and that's a thing. You know what I mean? So you associate those two together with the movement. So I was really confused. And then BKP, Rich, like he hit me up, and then he was like, "Yo, do you actually know the meaning of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, to raise awareness." She's like, "No, this started." Well, you can go and take.
Oh yeah, so I did a little research, like just to get an better understanding on what the purpose of the black box was initially. And I came to find out was that these two girls organized the whole movement to black out the industry in sense of posting your own content, or whether it was just promoting, even like people are looking at it's not a time to be posting selfies on Instagram right now, just avoiding the matter of what is going on right now. So initially it was the idea of blacking out Instagram for one day, and then when people started doing it, I feel like word just got around as usual on social media, and people started just posting the black box, just seeing, because they're celebrities who are in the industry. We're starting posting black box, and everyone went into sheep mentality of like, yo, since so-and-so posted it, I might as well just post it, and then wrongfully tagging like Black Lives Matter, pushing away all the information, which other celebs were bringing like awareness to, like, yo, like, you guys posting Black Lives Matter under that black box pushes all the informative information on how the protests are going, what the, all the stories of recent victims to the cause and all. So it's like, it kind of makes sense. Me, myself, I posted it knowing what was, the reason. Myself, I'm a creative, and I consider myself a creative in the industry where I'm trying to get to. So it's like just supporting that cause, but just everyone else just hopping onto the fact was kind of, just doing it to do it. Like, even if people who weren't speaking beforehand, like, starting posting black boxes, and people are emphasizing on the fact of like pushing more donation links, petition links to be able to sign up for the cause. So.
Yeah, my issue is more so with the original idea of it came from the music industry, and this is them to try to help out black artists, right? By posting a picture and raising awareness, like, the music industry makes so much money off the backs of black people, and this is what you're doing as a contribution. Instead of giving like older artists their masters, or even rearranging contracts so that people are not in slave contracts, or it's like you have a hit single and you touch all of $40, and the corporation makes how much fucking money off you, and it's like, fuck, I have a biggest hit, but I'm still in the hood, or I have, you know what I mean? So it's not clicking over, it's not translating. The big hit is not translating into checks, and so it's like the industry did not even move a fucking hinky. And this is them saying, hey, this is what we're doing. So when I found that out, I took my image down. I'm like, yo, this is not, no, I'm not co-signing that at all. Like, you guys are not, this is not, I can't even equate it to anything in real life, but you're literally doing nothing. You have all the power, and you're doing absolutely nothing. And you're telling me this is what you have to bring to the table? Get the fuck out of here. So I took my shit down after I found out where it was from, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit at all. What do you guys think?
Me personally, when I saw when I saw the post, right, everybody posting it, in my mind I was like, what is the average person outside of America, outside of Canada, like going to see? Like, how are they going to be able to see what's going on? Because everybody has everyone put the black thing, right? And I came across like some videos, and people were explaining how it's not really good to do that, because it's like you're not really showing what's really happening in daytime, like in present time in the streets or whatever is going on, you know. And I find it kind of weird. I was like, yo, maybe that is actually true, you know. Like, what if my cousins in Congo want to look up, you know what I mean? Like, not Black Lives Matter, but like Blackout Tuesday, and they just see black stuff, but they want to be able to see what is actually going on in current time. And I just feel like, yo, it's like a strategy to like block everything out.
Yeah, the misinformation of thinking like posting the black box was just getting off of social media for a day, which is not the key, because like we all know the difference between like media that's on TV that our parents are watching compared to the social media matter. You know what I mean? Like the real life of seeing people in the field protesting and seeing what's going on after hours and whatnot. So,
and there's just even more to that box shit of like people who just found themselves comfortable posting just a box, and they didn't talk the rest of the week or before that week. I mean, the other days they weren't talking about shit, and then that day came out, all right, where I can just post a black box, bet that shows I'm not racist. You did not post anything on your stories. I'm not saying you're supposed to be showing, oh, I donated this much. I'm not even getting to the money of things. I'm talking about just sharing things. You know what I mean? Bringing impressions to posts and stuff like that about anti-racism. It's not about I'm not racist. It's about being pro-anti-racism. We're trying to destroy that. You see what I'm saying? So, if you're not talking about that and you're just posting a black box, get the fuck out of here. And for a lot,
transformed.
What?
I feel like it transformed from like black box. Like, I don't feel like people that weren't black were feeling comfortable to necessarily post about. Like, I wasn't seeing any post of non-black people posting about George Floyd, and then the black box thing happened, and I feel like that was the shift to when I start seeing like non-black participants.
Because it's so easy,
yeah, but the black box, like, I don't know what the original intention was, but it seemed like it made a shift of like, okay, I posted this black box and now people are saying that black boxes are not enough. Okay, I'm going to start sharing videos now. So like, whether or not your intent is in it, like the videos are circulating. And aside from that, me, myself, I didn't post. I actually didn't know like what to post because I didn't want it to come from like a disingenuous place. And it's not like I don't feel bad about the whole situation. Obviously, I feel terrible and I have a rat in the race. I'm black. But it's just like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to. I feel like it's just another hashtag moment. Sorry to say, you know, I just feel like it's such an ongoing thing. And how do I like condense it? But after the whole black box thing, I feel like people started talking and I felt like, okay, now I can just take a few days and see what I want to say. And then I posted on just that girl, she was posting, or she was saying that how you should not be posting the black box and don't hashtag Black Lives Matter, like how somebody told you not to hashtag Black Lives.
I've seen you post that.
Yeah, so I posted that, and then from there I just started seeing more videos, and like from local people too, from people in like Toronto. So I posted a couple of those and like just whatever resonated with me. But I feel like that was the push where non-black people started sharing the George Floyd thing. I feel like they didn't feel comfortable before.
Yeah. Well, how come you didn't feel comfortable before that?
It's not that I didn't feel comfortable. It's just that I felt like I see videos, I send them to people like personally. And it's not that I'm ashamed or anything. It's just that I wanted to know that what I'm saying about it has some kind of purposeful effect then rather than just like, oh, repost, like, see this video. Because I sent it to people, via DMs. I'm always sending things to people. But there's a difference between like when I actually post on social media and I'm not a big poster, I want to have something of impact to say, something, like a statement. And I just didn't feel like I didn't even watch the full video of the George Floyd thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for that. It's murder.
I just watched it. It was
morbid.
just like, it's terrible. And it's just hard to see. It's hard to, I didn't see, obviously, nobody's seen the Trayvon situation,
Yeah.
The Sandra Bland, and then everything just starts pouring back on your timeline. Everyone just starts throwing up a Sandra Bland photo of like when she was, taking her mugshot and she was already dead. Like, I'm just seeing all this morbid stuff and it's traumatizing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like even I understand that you weren't ready to make a statement and I wasn't asking for you to do that, but like I'm just saying even a little thing of like just literally reposting it to your story, a person would be like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, because it was still fresh, right? So even the little things like just posting it on your story would have gone a long way. But no, I get you though. Like making public statements about these things, it's tough. It's not easy, of course, because if I'm gonna talk about something that I know, unless it's on this podcast and it's like it's silly shit. You know what I mean? I'll say what I'll say, and if you want to fight me, fight me. But when it comes to about serious things, it's more so just being like, no, I want to make sure all my shit is accurate, and I want to make sure that what I'm saying is understood, and I even have the time to process my emotions, because a lot of time that shit can cloud your judgment, and you start saying shit that you didn't really mean, and you can't walk it back because it's on the public media, and it's like everyone can see it now, and you know what I mean. So it's a whole thing, but. Yeah, I don't even know how to transition out of this. I mean, we're gonna be talking about this the whole episode pretty much, but yeah, more on that shit. Speaking of idiots, we're not even talking about idiots, but speaking of posting, you guys see that dumbass? She was a Miss Universe or something like that for she was an Asian lady or something. I didn't even bother. I think I have a screenshot of her shit right here. Hold on.
Where's she
from?
from?
I found it right here. What's her name? Samantha Katie. Posted it on her story. Bruh, what the fuck? To black people, relax. Take it as a challenge. Makes you stronger. You chose to be born as a colored person in America for a reason. To learn a certain lesson. Accept it as it is. Till now, hunger and poverty still exist. It is what it is. It's inevitable. Best you can do is remain calm. Protect heart. Don't allow it to crumble. That's your responsibility. Of course, this is to the ones who understand this level and state of mind. Not for everyone. Everyone grows at a different rate.
Like, where do you, like, where does that come from? Like, where do you really take your time and type that out?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, because it's like, yo, like, just being so, it's even with I don't know if you guys saw the Drew Brees situation.
Yeah, hold on. Just focus on this one first. Yeah, go on.
For sure.
Yeah.
But just the fact of, just like you said, putting things out in the media and not being able to take it back is like, did you even proofread it with a friend or someone that may be able to educate you on the matter and be like, yo, like what you're about to say is not right, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but this is also a time for people like this to show their ass.
Like, correct.
You know what I mean? So
corrected though. Like, are we gonna? Here's the thing. Unless you can make everyone with an ignorant point of view, or like someone who doesn't agree to, and I don't know her intentions. Like, I don't know her heart, to be honest. I feel like half of it was a language thing. There's that. And I feel
what
like
the fuck kind of wait.
No. I feel like half of it was a language thing.
You don't know her heart?
No. I don't know her. I don't know the lady. I don't even know this woman.
I've read enough. Go on.
Wait, let me just talk. I don't know the lady, but when I read that, the grammar, the language used, obviously it's indicating that English is not your primary language. So there's number one. Number two, your sentiment, I get it. even though she's not white, but I feel like she was white-splaining a Black experience, which she shouldn't have been trying to do. But I feel like knowing her profession, or I don't know if it's Miss Universe or Miss World, but I feel like she was trying to give like an eloquent statement, the same thing that you would do like on a podium, and you'd be like, well, world peace and save the baby whales and, you know, keep a positive mindset. I feel like she was just trying to do that, and it just went left. It went left. I don't know her, so I don't know what she's like her intention was, but
she's a fucking idiot and told the world I'm a fucking idiot. She got on her fucking house and yelled to the world, I'm an idiot. Listen to me. Hey, look, I'm an idiot. Look at me. I'm an idiot. And so many people are doing this as well. And then once they realize, hold on, fam, you sound like an idiot. They're like, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What, I can't like idiot. What should I say? What should I say? And it's like, what the fuck? You know, so there's no self-reflection. Optics are the only things that people care about right now in this instance. Businesses and individuals. Whether you're a celebrity or you're a business, optics is all they fucking care about. The amount of companies that have been putting out just blank pictures or black things of being like, oh, we support things. It is so easy to say that. And even the ones that even donate money, I still don't trust you because the only thing is you're looking out for yourself. Me publicly posting that I donated this is going to make me look good in the long run or even in the short run. So, of course, I'm going to do it. Why not? We have extra money. Let's fucking dish it out. That doesn't mean they give a fuck about black people. You know what I mean? So this whole thing is just about optics. And anyone who gets fooled by those corporations saying, oh, we care about this or no, man. It's nah. Like people
are just waiting. Sorry, go on. I was gonna say even waiting on like for you to be called out. The fact that you're even getting called out to say something, you know, now you're put in a hot seat or whatever to say something, and it feels like it's just you're saying it to say it, and it's like that's when the ingenuine, like it's not even genuine no more. Like you know, it's like even apologies, even after fucking up, and there's apologies that these the higher powers are putting on. It's like, bro, you already said what you said. The apology may be PC or whatever, but it's like that to us doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry, but it's like those apologies for those old racist tweets that people have. Of like if I look at your tweet and I see there's a level of hate that I'm like, I just cannot identify with this, being like, fuck all niggers, they should all die. And being like, I was young, I'm really apologize. Nope. Nope. You said that shit and you felt that shit in your heart and you're a different person because of that shit. For me, you can't grow, man. I'm sorry because you can't. There's no I grew up or I thought nope. You're flawed, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We're all flawed in different ways, but my nigga, you stay in that bin. You go in that racist bin, you're in there, bro. That's you. That's your people. So I've been off apologies for a long fucking time. So I don't know, man.
Is money not the language, though? Here's the thing. Whether or not, do black people not benefit? Whether this is a trend, and I say black people should use this trend because the race is not for the feeble. Honestly, this is a long journey kind of thing.
Racism is the biggest business in the world on both sides.
Very much so.
Both sides.
It's like, shouldn't black people use this time to take that funding and receive that funding and use it to propel our own individual stuff? Right now, here's the thing. Money, whether your apology is genuine or not, if you're putting money into, and this is not to say you guys have to continue spending money at those corporations or at those businesses. It's just like, whether they're doing it for PR, and now public relations has turned into performative reaction. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yep.
So it's like everyone's on the they're on the stage right now. But can we not benefit from that either or? If L'Oreal Paris, which I have to bring up a situation about that after, but like if L'Oreal decides they want to donate X amount and they take a screenshot and they share how much they actually realistically donated, because a lot of people could say they're donating, but can we see those checks? Anyway, if we do the money for certain like black just things that we need funding for.
Yeah.
As a people, does that not benefit regardless? You don't have to continue to support those businesses. You can know in your mind, like, okay, I know what you did. I see you. Thank you, though. Whatever.
Yeah.
And just, you know, turn it around to make steps for the Black community so that we can have individual, you know, we can have our own stuff.
Yeah. Did you watch that show? What's his name? Killer Mike had a show on Netflix. I forget what it was called. It was really good. But then one episode is I'm only gonna spend money in the Black community. So he had an episode where he would eat everything that he would do would be Black owned. That was he's like, this is the most difficult shit ever. And it's like that's the state that we're at right now. So I 100% agree with what you're saying, but it's like sometimes you kind of have to use corporations that you don't want to like full-heartedly agree with or wholeheartedly agree with because you don't have any other options, right? They're like, because preferably you, of course, you want to bank Black and do everything Black business, but it's like if it's not set up yet, then temporarily or for right now you have to use whatever you have. So
I don't believe it's about dropping the bag. I believe it's about like systematically changing things, you know. So like if a Black male goes to the bank, you know what I mean, he's able to get a loan. You know, like Killer Mike, like the situation with Killer Mike, he had an issue being Black because like systematically a lot of Black people don't have access to the loans or lines of credit that these predominantly white people get, you know, fair skin and all that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that puts us in a hole, you know, not having access to funds. Like that big music company that just dropped the $1 billion, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like they should have just dropped the bag onto the charity, whatever. They should have just opened up and changed systems like contracts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ways of income, you know what I mean? Like exposing certain things in the business where people can thrive much more better.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's more feasible than just giving the money to the Black, because we have so much spending power, like the Americans, like it's over like $1 trillion. So a lot
Black
of money
Americans spend the most, bro. It stays in the Black community for 6 hours, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like money stays. It's just circulates so fast.
Yeah,
but that's sorry. Go on.
No, you can go on.
I mean, that's exactly what people are asking the police to do as well. Like they're saying, it's like the change is not going to be, oh, we're just going to arrest them. Yeah, that's not enough. Like they always put that meme out. It's like, we ain't done yet. You see that? I don't know who that guy is, but like that shit is hilarious to me because it's like, yeah, we need more than that. It needs to be a whole. The system needs to change. You know what I mean? Because it's like the system has been allowing them for a long time, and before you even get the system change, there's accountability that's necessary of saying, yeah, we fucked up and we are still fucking up, and this is what we're going to do to solve it, and not being like, we're going to solve it behind closed doors. No, because it's affecting the public, so you have to let them in on it too. That's the only way.
Shit.
Yeah.
But why both these things exist? Why can't you get the funding and at the same time press these companies? Here's the thing: the people who use these companies, or the few Black employees that they have at these companies, are now like given a little bit of ammunition now to say, oh, like release your numbers, or we need more Black people in these positions, or whatever it may be. So people are still pressing these companies. Mm-hmm. It's just that what's wrong with the funding? Is that going to harm us? Even if it's disingenuous or it's not.
It's more booze and alcohol. That's what it is.
But the fact that shit is even in one thing is crazy.
It's more Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and booze. We know that.
I forgot what it's called. There's a department in the States that it's like it runs like almost everything, and it's guns and alcohol. That's what they do, guns and alcohol, and they have the most power. Does that make any fucking sense? Guns and alcohol. Might as well let a fucking toddler run the country at this point, fam. Like guns and alcohol, niggas gonna get drunk, go shoot around.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So I give all of this money in the streets to.
Yeah. On a lighter note. I'm gonna keep it 2 Virgils with you guys. You guys hear about the Virgil Abloh?
Damn. Yeah, he messed up big time.
That's so heavy, fam.
Even for him, even reading his apology where he said that he donated like $200K. We don't care, nigga. Like,
20K.
Why did like He explained, oh, the $50 was me being part of a chain with my friends. Bro, even if you're part of a chain, the fact that you posted it, like the fact that you put it out there,
you don't know how things come off. Like, yeah, like this shit's just insane. Oh, we lost somebody.
Oh,
okay, you're back. Yeah, no, it's insane. And like, bro, before we even did that shit, he was like, guys, don't attack Sean's shop. Yeah, this is my friend. He works hard. Small businesses are serious. Yeah. Like, you're defending a white man who's kind of like, no, you guys do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. We'll pay for it. We're good.
Yeah. Most of these businesses, people are not understanding. They got fucking insurance. Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're not worried.
But the thing about the insurance is it doesn't pay out 100%. It only pays a portion of it, right? So you're still going to be coming out of pocket a lot of times for insurance claims.
Then again, all the goods are gone though. All the like, forget about repairing the shop. Like all the shoes. Is that part of the insurance as well?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, but it's tough for like stores like vintage stores or you know what I mean, like round two, because it's like it's one of one pieces. Whether it's a vintage shirt or like you know what I mean, a really old shoe, you're not going to be able to go to the store. Let me just get that from the factory. Nope, it's gone.
Yeah,
you know, so that's
especially shirts like thrift stores like that, like those shirts. But the thing is, the issue, those same used up band tees are like a rack.
Yeah, exactly.
2 racks.
Yeah,
to buy a t-shirt.
And guess what? A lot of those shirts are rap tees. So somebody on a podcast listening to was like, "Why do I have to pay you to buy my culture back?" And I was like, "There you go. There you fucking go."
Why you pay for diamonds? The same reason why you pay for gold.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's mad, man.
It's deep.
Okay, I think we should maybe just keep it light for now because we went like I don't know how many minutes where we just fucking sad shit, you know. So let's see silly shit. Okay, so Drake donated 100K. That was good, even though he was asked to donate 400K.
He was asked to put 3 more zeros to that, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. Abel came out of nowhere, nigga dropped 500,000 like it's nothing. Yo,
it's 500,000, but pointing out and name dropping to the
corporation,
you know
record label.
Yeah.
So he did 2 things at the same time. And like someone like Drizzy can't really speak. He's very like,
that's bullshit.
Sorry, it's fucked up though. It's fucked up to look at a guy like Drizzy and not be able to speak. It's like, yo, what side are you on? Are you confused? Do you know what side you stand on? Even you have the money, you have the resources.
Even his post, like that poem he posted, was it a poem or whatnot? Like
this nigga's walking like this.
Yeah, he's super tiptoeing right now. All up in his Jordans, OVO Jordans, tiptoeing, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. The thing is, it's so crazy because like look at those 2 artists. Drake has all the money in the world and like Drake is like lifted up by the black community, right? Abel is kind of like pushed away because like yeah, we like him, but it's like he's on that side. Like he fucks with the whites. Why is he contributing way more to the black community than Drake is? At least to the public. I'm basing on that.
To the public, yeah.
And back in 2016, remember, like he dropped money for Black Lives Matter, The Weeknd. Yeah. And remember, he also dropped money for UFT to have like Ethiopian study or something like that.
Yeah.
Involved, like
only thing I'm seeing Drake really be a part of is all these big corporation things, though, like Raptors. Having his own practice facility out here. I'm also seeing like he's maybe building like community basketball courts in like certain communities, like in Bern and like all these other like neighborhoods where there's like no low income, and it's like there's not, other than that, there's not much I've really seen that we've seen, like you said, to the public. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Would you appreciate Drake more if he showed more of his like his blackness in terms of like showing more love to the black community or doing things segmented just for the black population?
I don't know, because it's kind of like it doesn't really matter to me personally. Like I'm just they're celebrities at the end of the day, and I consume your music. So I'm just
Congo.
What if you? Oh, that's amazing. That's great.
Nigga, that's a memory you die with.
No, that would be you. You get Drake tied on your chest, fam. Drake, help me, Drake. Drake, tie my titties. Drake. No, man, it'd be like whatever. To be honest, I'd be like, that's great, but I don't know. I have something else that I want to add to. Oh, J. Cole. He was also like marching with the people and stuff. Didn't post anything on socials. People would take it. Oh my God, that J Cole, that J Cole. Like real niggas like that, I respect so much. You know what I mean? Of like, nah, I don't have to post it for social. I actually believe this shit. It's not no trend for me. It's not like you know what I mean?
He was also there like 4 years back, 6 years back, was it? Like at Ferguson and the other protests were going on. He was in the field for real. So
he's really involved. Like, yeah, I guess a sick guy, man. I don't know how we're gonna pivot from. All right, of course, my girl's calling me. Let me just call her back.
Let me just put in the Joe Budden real quick.
Well, I end the face. Wow, hold on. I end the call just for the FaceTime again. What's going on? No, I'm not answering. All right.
Have your phone on D&D.
Huh? Nah, that's shady. Let's see what else we got. She's going crazy right now. She's blacking out on me, bro. Okay, Shy. The reason why I got you on this episode, Shy and I had this conversation in the DMs, and it was one that I was like, this has to be recorded. So we're gonna do that in a bit. We're just gonna take a little break so that we can restart the recording, and then we'll be right back. All right. Yeah, we're back. So, Shy, the conversation we had was talked about love, and then what you said was loving is a choice. I said loving is not a choice. I said, okay, let me write this.
Can I pull up the actual? Hold on, continue.
Let me pull up the actual notes that I took. I said, okay, the debate was, is love a choice? I said, you choose to continue loving someone, but you don't choose to start. Debate. What do you guys think?
I'll let you on that, and that's my point of view.
What? I didn't hear you. You're cutting out.
I said I'll let them take their on that, and then I'll.
All right, but that's gonna. We have to have any of y'all ever been in love before? Of
course, brother. Yeah.
You currently in love?
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay.
In love? I don't know. I don't know about in love.
Care.
Like how does it feel to be in love? Like, what is?
Yeah, what is being in love? What is what are the, to know that you're in love? What is it like being in love?
Yeah, nigga, tell us.
Because me and you, Duke, we have different opinions.
Of love. I think it's just the feeling that you have and you know it. It's not infatuation and it's not obsession. It's kind of like, it's not either. It's not like, I can't explain it, but you just feel it and you know yourself and you know that you feel it. I'm not one of those people that say, love is this. I'm not about to get debates about what love is. You know what I mean? The debate is whether or not it's a choice.
But not everyone is a top feeler like you, okay?
No, I'm a big feeler. Yeah.
Okay, so not everyone is a top feeler, so they don't know what they're feeling. So maybe
that's Oh, sorry, go on.
Infatuation, and they might misconstrue being in love. So now we have to get real definition. For me, how I view it is obviously infatuation is, just like lust, desire, whatever. And then you have loving someone, which you can love a mom, you can love a cousin, which is just caring about somebody. And that means, and loving somebody doesn't even mean you like them, to be honest. You could just not like that person and still love them.
It's facts too.
Being in love with someone, to me, means you like them. So you looked at the pros, you looked at the cons, and you say, you know what, overall, this person is likable to me. And then at the same time, not just liking them, you care about them. So it's like and love combined to me, to be in love with someone. So now we're saying, is love a choice? Starting to love someone or beginning to love someone, is it a choice? And to me, it is a choice, because you have to get to know somebody. You have to get to know the good and the bad and say, you know what, I like this person. The caring, maybe you can't really control that.
You're making my point. Boom. End of case. End of story. You just made my choice, but it's over.
You can control that because you choose to surround yourself with that person. You choose to get intimate or to get close with that person.
And I feel like around the topic, love. Listen, you're saying you choose to be around them, but again, you don't go in your body and say, "Let me turn the switch on for care."
Love. You put yourself in a scenario to be in love.
Again, you're still not turning that switch on because you can't. You don't control it. right? You can try to control the things around it all you want, sure, whatever. Because some people hang out with someone, they start caring about them. Some people don't hang out with them and start caring about them. So it's not, there's no, you don't control it. It's not a thing in you that you can turn the switch on. It just happens. So that's what I'm saying. And you made that argument too, so you lost, baby.
No, I didn't.
You lost, baby. What do you guys think, man?
I still. What do you guys think?
Young Bull, what's going on?
Honestly, I've been the type to like care too hard sometimes, you know. Like if I were to fall for a girl, it'd be like I'll be caught up in the moment. Yeah, caught up in the moment of like,
yo, where you at?
No,
bitch, when I love hard. Oh, I gotta stop saying bitch. Someone flamed me actually. Hey, I got multiple feedback saying I need to stop saying bitch.
Oh yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Guess who it was?
Who?
Some bitches. I'm just like, cancel me, can't play.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, it's like in the situation of, let's say like now you're in the midst of like, yo, you already know now I got Shorty falling for me heavy because I'm showing her that I care and showing her that. But like, was I really in the position? Like, am I really? It's not even like settling for it. Like, you know, because sometimes you can be in the position to be there for the person because you know how much they love you. You know what I mean? And it's not even good for yourself. Whereas like, you have the choice to stay or the choice to that choice is on you at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's exactly that's
so it's not a choice.
Well, no, but that's a specific scenario where the person, you're kind of fine with them and the person loves you. And it's like, you're like, yeah, in that case, that is a choice to stay them and make yourself love them, but it's not real.
That's what I mean. It feels forced.
Yeah, it is forced.
That's my only like situation that I can relate to because I'm not really the type to like.
Damn.
I haven't been much. Yeah, like I'm not
shooting
no
at
like.
That's a big shot at your ex. Like, damn.
I mean, damn it. Shit. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man.
I'm sure I'm looking for it though. Am I right now ready for it? Maybe not, but like eventually.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about being with someone where the love level isn't reciprocated? So like one of y'all love each other more, and one of y'all doing more than the other. Like, how would you feel about being in a situation like that where it's like they're not holding up to the end of the bargain?
Yeah, you know, OGs always say real love is when both parties feel like they love each other more. And I was like, I don't know if that's even real. You know what I mean? But it's like in most cases in the scenario, people feel like, yeah, she loves me more or I love her more or whatever. But that's a weird thing to even measure. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or is that like a display?
What do you mean?
How would you know if the other person loved you more or like you love them more? Is it just like the way they display love to you? Or is it just like I feel like overcome by love? Like, what is it?
It's a bit of both, I guess. It mostly display because you can't go into someone's heart and be like, you know, but you can judge how they feel about you based on their movements. But then again, we're all individuals. So just because she reacted this way in one thing doesn't mean that she thinks that about this.
What if my way of loving is different than what you expect? Because you could expect me to, like, you know, you already have an idea of how you should feel loved, but like if the one that your partner you're with is not displaying what you already have in your head, then you start questioning shit. And that's where, you know, let's say in the past for example, myself, where there was you know, Shorty was just wondering, like, questioning my love for her, and I was like, yo, like, yeah, and it's like, to me, it was like fine. I mean, of course, I was in emotional, you know, heavy work hours, being caught up in, like, you know, the business and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of things I was going on in my life. Whereas whenever I had time to make time for, you know, Shorty, like, time was there, you know, like there was always time where I'll pause everything and make time, you know, just to, it felt like I was like, all right, I got to fuel it up kind of thing. And then once the fuel dies down, I'll fuel it back up by doing things to make her feel bad. It didn't feel natural, you know what I mean?
Mind of a hustler.
Sorry?
The mind of a hustler.
Yeah, it didn't feel natural at that point. I feel like love has to be natural, you know what I mean? Like
But is that the mind of a hustler, or is that you just picking the wrong girl?
I think it's just wrong time. It's wrong time, man.
People say that doesn't exist, though. People say right girl, wrong time doesn't exist.
Exactly. I don't think so. Yeah, for real. Like,
bro?
Like, Yeah, I think it's like because someone can come into your life at a time and kind of disrupt your things, but it still flows because that's the right person. You know what I mean? It's like it can't. I don't. It's so weird to be like, that's the right person, just not the right time.
Or just many guys just build their foundations of love off of like sexual shit. You know, I think because the sex was so good that like you feel the need, you're attached to the person. That happens very often.
Fam, niggas be in their lusties all the time, and be like, "Yo, I love her," or like, you know what I mean? It's like, fam, what?
I'm a victim. I mean, I'm a suspect to that too. Like, you know, I fell for that. Obviously, like, there's definitely times where you move to, you know, you jump ahead of the gun real quick, and then you take a step back, and you're like, yo, like, you know. But then other guys get influenced by what their guys think. That's always been a thing. I don't know if it's like, you know, it's like, let's say if you're a shorty and then you bring shorty around to the guys, and you feel the tension in the air from the guys, whatever take they are, you know what I mean? And then you start feeling insecure, like, oh, is my girl bad enough? And that makes her feel insecure because she can tell you by your body language that's what you're thinking about, you know what I mean? So, and that gets her questioning, running to her friends in her group chat, talking about you, about like, sounds
like you're speaking from experience.
No.
This some young boy shit though.
I mean, I'm a young boy. I'm 21.
I know. I'm just some young boy shit. Like when you get, I don't want to speak for you, but like when you get to a certain point, what your guys think is really gonna be like very less important. It might be important to you depending on the kind of person you are, but it might be less important because it's like, who cares whose girl's better?
Of course,
your girl. You know what I mean? It's there's stuff behind the scenes that maybe you need somebody. You have a certain goal. You need somebody who's supportive. You need somebody who like has knowledge in like this certain space, whatever, you know? So it's like, it's not going to matter what your peers think. I think when, especially black men are younger and as they grow up, men in general want like validation from their peers, you know what I mean? Or their fathers, but you know, men want to be respected among men. So I feel like that's
niggas just feel they feel they need to pull up with the baddest one. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy though, but I think it's like because of rap music and like, you know, I feel like
I think it's just like it's fucked up because you objectify women so much that it's like, look at my shiny new toy. That's what it comes down to. Of being like, I got the hottest toy on the block, nigga. Look at this shit. It got wheels and spinners and shit. Look at this shit, nigga. You're displaying your girl, fucking twirling her around to the hood and shit. Like that's what it comes down to, just being an object. But I think that I don't know. I think it's really easy to tell people not to care about what their friends say because these are people that you love and respect, right? So if what they say doesn't hold any weight, then you don't really respect them. If you come to them with someone who you think you love, like, oh, I really love this person. And then you bring them to them, they're like, do you really love them? Like, you're going to question that too if they're really a person that you have a really good connection with, because you're going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? You're really in a weird place. But if you find yourself saying, yeah, nigga, I love it. What's up, nigga? I don't give a fuck. Then I don't know if the relationship you have with that person is as good as you think it is.
Because also, like your friend might bring up something like a mannerism or something that your partner does, and it's like now you're gonna take that into account. Where it's like, okay, you gotta look at it, you know, and then it just flips your whole perspective once again, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's different than just like pulling up and being like, niggas are like, oh,
she's ugly. Yeah,
I'm talking more. Yeah.
That's flex. Then like, yo, your girl like doesn't have manners. Like she walked in my house and she didn't take off her shoes or she didn't say hello. Like, is she okay? She just sat down like she lives here.
Oh my god, I hate
that's a different vibe.
Bro, if you walk into a room or you're talking to people, you say hi to the people you're talking to, even the people that are around them. You don't just fucking talk like this and there's someone next to you and you don't say anything to them.
At least acknowledge
their presence. Who raised you?
Yeah.
Bro, like, come on.
Kirkland.
For real. Like, it's nah. And Coutinho is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a specific, a specific person that I'm referring to when I'm saying this. And I witnessed this and I was like, yo, this is such nasty behavior. And it's like, these guys, they gas, like, oh, look how fire she is. Look how fire she is. I'm like, bro, she's not fire to me because that shit is just nasty to me. Like, I saw doo-doo stains on your ass, boo. Like, I will never say you're sexy. I just, you know what I mean? that's the comparison. It's the
Just
same.
turn
You
off.
show nasty behavior. It's kind of like, you know.
Okay.
But niggas like Koti, like, nigga, just move the dude across the side. Nigga, like, it doesn't matter. So
no, not like that.
I feel like
defend yourself.
I've like my perspective on a lot of things changed in the course of a couple of years. You know, in regards of like mannerism, that's like a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? Like how she laughs, speaks, holds things. You know what I'm saying? Answers to people. Yeah, I know it's funny though, but like, yo, you're not gonna
laughs.
How she laughs.
how she laughs, how she, you know what I mean? How she speaks.
She can't control that though. Can she control how you laugh? Can you control how you laugh? I'm a guy that speaks. I have like 50 different laughs, so I can't speak for myself.
There's different laughs for different things.
Yeah.
Sometimes laughs hit you like from the bottom of your belly. You're like, holy fuck, you know. You know, so it's like there's different types of laughs. You know,
man.
Would it be safe to say that like looks don't really matter as you grow up?
That's a lot. I mean,
I think
like, looks and sex, like they matter less than like.
I got some shit for it last episode. Remember the whole ugly girls thing, which I walk back. Whatever, but my thing is, no, I think sex appeal is realer than the looks. You see what I'm saying?
it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? So it's like you can be as fire as you are, but if you don't have that like sex appeal, it's just, you know what I mean? It's whatever. But it's all at the same time, a girl who I don't think is the most attractive can have a level 100 sex appeal, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what it is. Just look at her. You know what I mean? An example, I don't want to say a celebrity's name. It's like being like, oh, do you think that person's ugly? I don't think they're okay. Yeah, I think she's actually attractive. Dasha Polanco. You guys know who that is?
No.
Oh, she's from Orange is the New Black.
No, I didn't watch that show.
The Dominican one. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. I'll show you guys.
Oh,
her page.
okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dominican?
Yeah. So yeah, she's not like conventionally, I guess, not attractive, but you know what I mean? The one you'll see in like fucking magazines or shit like that. But it's like there's something about she's a lot of sex appeal. So to me, I'm like, yeah, she's really attractive. You know what I mean? So things like that, those happen. So I mean, I don't think that would happen to me if I was younger. Like I'd be like, she looks weird, you know? I wouldn't say, oh, she's hot. I don't know.
No, like you said, body language plays a part for sure. You gotta observe certain things like that, you know, like even the way you stand, the way, you know, like the way you look at, like the eye contact plays a part. There's so much plays a part for sure. Yeah. But I was thinking more as like, let's say, like not in the same field necessarily, but like I'm a pretty on, like I go on, like I'm on for, you know, I'm on go all the time, on go. So it's like looking for someone that's maybe in their specific field, but also on go in the sense of like not always like staying back, just looking from the sidelines, waiting for me to be done what I'm doing, and then try to jump into like, you know, like
for a trailblazer.
Yeah, like the motion, because I'm in the motion, you know, sometimes, you know, like, if I'm getting like a project done or I'm in the work field, you know, like I'm in motion. It's like you waiting for me to be stopped in motion. Well, even if I do stop, I'm still kind of like got like a light jog going on. You know what I mean? Like you still feel like you gotta catch up.
You need to have things to do.
I mean, yeah, technically, I would say. You know what I mean,
yeah, you need someone who has a passion.
Yeah,
it's nice to have someone with the passion because it's like you guys seeing them being passionate about what they love is attractive and it's nice to watch. You know, it's like, oh, you really like this shit. You really care about this. This is what, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's nice to have versus someone who's kind of just like, I'm just waiting on you.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of like that's good for a while, but after you're like, don't you have shit you want to do? You know, like, fucking, I don't know.
How do you feel about like if she's indecisive about passions? What would you feel about that? Or shy if he's indecisive about passions or what he's trying to do in life?
I think it's sexist. I think this is like, okay, so there's a fly I'm trying to shoot around. Anyway, I think it's sexist because I think that women will not let niggas be undecisive. I think that if you are indecisive, you'll be like, nigga, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm off. Cut him off. God. But it's like with men, you're gonna give her more the leeway. It's like, she's figuring things out, or you know what I mean. So, what do you guys think?
Fact, you didn't lie, not one bit.
I'm a female.
Women love assurance. You know what I mean? Knowing that a guy knows what road he's paving and what road he's gonna be driving on and sticking on. You know, not a guy that's just gonna flip
not a bike.
Yeah.
Let's see what Shai has to say though. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on where the girl is in her life. Because if you're just in circles, like you've never seen a girl be with a bummy guy. Of course, if her life is in kind of like shambles,
That's a
or
bum. That's a bum woman.
yeah, exactly. But
I'm playing.
it's still gross.
They're both called bum.
Never seen it happen. It happens. So it's
Yeah.
like if you don't know where you're going, then it's easier to align or it's easier to like relate to somebody that doesn't really have a clear path to.
Yeah.
Have seen girls who like know what they're doing and they're on their university stuff and they're talking to guys that just like real bum crumbs. Yes,
that's usually the case. Yeah.
but they just have some kind of appeal. These girls know what they're doing. They're gonna follow their goals on one hand, and then this guy's gonna have his expiration date at the end of the day. So I've seen it, but I don't think it's like either or. I feel like it's just like if you know what you're doing. For me personally, I can just the level that I'm at. Probably if you talked to me like a year ago, maybe I could say, okay, yeah, as long as he's like a working guy or whatever, I don't really care.
Quick question. Why do females, like educated women go for like bums? Why is that like a trend?
Because they want to spice up their lives. I like living on the edge. I don't know.
And it has to be like a dope dealer or some shit. Like, I'm not saying that they're dope.
Look at his face.
Yo, but some dudes that are like that. I feel like there's in the pool of 100 drug dealers, I feel like there's only like 2 out of the 98 that are actually drug dealers that are profiting. The rest are just like, yo, I'm just trying to make it. Like, why do females that are educated, that seem to know what they want to do in life, attract men like that all the time, most of the time?
Can I answer for Shai? I think it's what you said before, Shai. It's like, yeah, let me answer for you.
Question, not for me.
It's not for you. Oh, no, I'm saying like he was directing it to you. He's saying why women do this. So I think it's what you said before. I think it's an age thing, maybe. I think because Shai was like, it depends where she is in her life. So it's like if you're younger, then you're probably going to want to do the bad boy thing, you know what I mean? Or have the drug dealer boyfriend or have the person who's unstable and be fine with indecisiveness. But later on in life, you're kind of like, no, I have my ducks in order. Why would I want to risk it with this? I think that the ones that still do that at a later age, maybe they didn't grow,
Or, number one, just because you're in school doesn't mean you have like your life set up. It just means like you're getting your education, but that doesn't mean you know where you're going in life. There's a lot of people who are in post don't know where they're going. So they're just doing what the natural progression is. So that's number one. And then number two would be there's people who are book smart and they're just not life smart. You don't got smarts in your head. You don't know what you're doing in your life. Like you just don't see how this guy could bring you down. He could be like, oh, can you drive me here? And then you drive him there and he gets booked and you get booked too. And next thing you're looking for bottom.
That's the worst case.
You're not
idiot.
There's a bomb in the car.
Okay, have you ever went on a date with someone or dealt with someone that was an idiot and you found out like a bit later, you're like, oh, you're stupid.
Yeah,
because like they just made me think of that scenario. Like, there's a bomb in the car. There's a bomb. As a cop, I'm not fucking believing you. You didn't know there's a fucking bomb in your car, you stupid.
Yo.
No way. Yeah, Kuti, what are you thinking about? You're thinking of someone specific?
Someone specific. You look.
Yeah, you take a moment of silence. What's going on? You okay there?
This guy has it up A to Z in his brain.
Wait, what's going on, brother?
Going through folders. Going through folders.
Tiffany, just Jessica. Everyone's going. Come on.
Ask me a question again. My mom was just like,
oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Mama with the camera.
Word. No, have you ever dated someone like or talking to someone and it's like there's that moment where you were like, oh my God, you're stupid.
like combo doesn't build, you know. Like there's definitely some conversation we're having, and it's just
I'm not gonna front. I can tell from the first conversation.
Really?
Right
the
after
first
that.
Conversation.
I can tell from the first conversation. I know how to, you know.
Yeah.
I've fallen into situations like that, and it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna, you know, just get down to business and, you know, call it a day.
Yeah, things like that don't last very long. But like,
it's because you ask like 1,000 questions per minute. That's why he could tell somebody's dumb right off the rip. She's just shell-shocked.
Overwhelmed. It's so overwhelmed.
All these questions.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess for me, it's kind of like I assume something, so I don't just ask, you know, and that's why I end up in those situations where it's kind of like, oh wow, you know, this person is. It's not.
Let me ask you a question. Would you?
The guy's laughing already. What was the question, man?
Yo, but I recall you telling me that that shit's attractive for you, Pat.
Me? I said I like dumb girls. I said that for real? Oh. I remember. That was important though. It's different. It's different. In real life,
you're lying.
Man, when have you ever seen me date a stupid girl? When have you ever seen me date a dumb girl?
I'm talking about dating. I'm talking about just talking.
Yeah, have you been in the talking stage with a dumb girl and like it's past like 2 weeks?
Why would you?
Yeah, if you start stuttering, mispronouncing words, then there's a, you know.
Yeah, I was at school and then.
Yo, you guys ever see? Yo, you guys ever see that video where that guy, like, he hopped on a girl's FaceTime and, like, before he would speak, he has to whistle?
No.
I don't want to talk.
I never seen that.
Has to whistle for what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why is he whistling?
He sent me this thing, and like this guy, I feel bad. Why are you laughing? This is not even funny. This guy.
This guy.
He has what is it called?
Is it Tourette's? Tourette's, yeah.
Yeah, but his is that he whistles. So a girl was on live, and he requested on the live, and when he went on, he was trying to holler at her, but like I think he stutters, but in order not to stutter,
What's that? What's that?
So he was whistling.
Zane.
Fucked. Yo, Koti.
Baby.
What's up, baby?
I'm good. Every time.
She's so genuinely confused. She's like,
"Oh man,
why you whistling?"
Oh
and
man.
It's so embarrassing. That's sad. What do you mean, man?
That's not good, man. How am I mean?
You're making fun of someone with Tourette's. Tourette's is a serious thing. Imagine being in a job interview. Like you can never work customer service. Ever.
You can.
Yo, there's a guy in my neighborhood that has it, bro. Like I'll walk around early in the morning, bro, just yelling on the roads. Like, bro, like, serious.
So some girl, she's like, yo, she says things she doesn't want to say, bro. Like the things your brain the places your brain goes, fam. Bro, like it'd be bad as a man, like you can't, because everything you first say, fat ass, you're saying it immediately. So her family's used to it, so they're fine. Like everything she says, they don't pay too much mind. But
yeah, that throws you off guard.
Yo, as an African parent, this shit
witchcraft, bro. Where'd that come from?
Oh man, okay, I'm gonna cut this out. What are we gonna talk about? It never happened. It never happened.
Bro, this guy is so evil.
This never happened.
School bus trips are bad. I'm gonna cut this out. Definitely. School bus trips are bad, bro. Like yelling out. You see a mom and her daughter walking, yelling out some vulgar shit to the mom. Yous were mod, bro.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I remember. What was it? Was it? Yeah, it was in the TTC. I can't remember. TK used to make fun of people on the bus. Like you come into the bus, he looks at your face, starts laughing. And like his laugh was really loud and like really like rude, you know what I mean? And he'd just be staring at you and laughing at a stranger. Imagine that shit. Like that's so rude. looking back, like we were trying not to laugh, but we would laugh.
No filter, bro.
But
No
filter. That's evil.
One of the worst moments is you gotta remember. I'm not gonna say name. This is one guy, pretty big, hefty guy, back in the day, whatever. But TDC braked super hard and then started rolling. Holy shit! Niggas were flaming him for weeks, bro.
Who was that?
In the back?
Yeah, it was from the top. You go up the stairs.
Oh man,
that's like bowling, fam. That's hilarious,
bro. It knocked the lady out. It knocked Bear like major drop.
Oh man, nah.
Yo, it was bad. I remember like constantly flaming him, bro, for a week or two, fam. Like niggas were ruthless. But the thing about our school, fam, niggas will take the heat, bro. Like you can be super disrespectful, but like you just have to eat it, bro. You just have to take it, bro. Like however rude the person was, like other people consider it bullying. It was bullying at a certain extent, but at the same time, the fact that you had to like just hug it and just move on with it, bro, it's tough. It's either that or you're throwing hands, bro.
Yeah, but it's part of growing up. Of course, you're supposed to get teased. You're supposed to, be quick on your feet, come back with comebacks. So yeah, it is what it is. What else do we have on the docket here? We have, I think we have more love conversation, but I think we beat that one to death pretty much. What else you guys have anything you want to discuss?
You're navigating through relationships between Black and non-Black couples right now, and during these kind of times, or during all these kind of hashtag moments, and allyship. What's an ally, and what does that look like to you?
To the first question, I am obviously very particular about who I date, right? In terms of like actually getting to know them and stuff like that and making them my girlfriend. So in terms of her politics and where she swings, where she stands, stuff like that, very close to me, if not more woke than me. You know what I mean? Sometimes like we have arguments because like I think her perspective is too woke, and it's kind of like, so yeah, she's on the front lines of that shit of like she's protesting, she's down to go protest, she's trying to go posting everything that's supposed to be posted, sharing information that's important, stuff like that. So she's killing it on that front. I'm not worried about that. But and plus having these conversations too, it's not difficult. So we can actually have these conversations and I don't have to worry about her holding back or her saying things that just to please me, These are things that she actually believes. So
do you think she would do that if you were in the picture?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So that's her integrity as a person.
That's her integrity as a person, yeah.
She knows what's right and like what's really, really wrong. Like,
she
knows
like,
the difference. Despite colorism, despite politics, like what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right.
Yeah, like she'll beef with family about that shit. Like she's not the type to be like, let things slide. Like she'll bring it up. No, you're not supposed to say that. Or no, we don't do this. You know what I mean? So, because even when I first like met her, like I didn't know her that well. She would correct me. No, you don't say that. I'm like, I don't even, you know what I mean? Some people, they wait until they get to know you and say, hey, I didn't really like it when you said, no, she came out the gate. Don't say that around me. I don't, no.
Like,
and that's
that shit, eh?
Low key, you know what I mean? I was kind of like, don't tell me what to do, but at the same time, I respect you because this is my line. This is like, where I stand. So you can only respect that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's very special for you because you love Middle Eastern men. So talk about that. Somalia.
Somaliland.
Pardon?
On that note, we're gonna take a little break.
Next caller. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like they would have to be very close to me politically as well. They just have to like me. I don't really associate with anyone that I hear certain rhetoric, certain like repeated sentences that, I know where this is leading. Like,
Yeah.
oh, some song for a black girl, or like those kind of.
Yeah. I never
You gotta go.
talked to a black girl.
Or, you know how to twerk? Like, I don't want to hear that. So anytime I hear like anything, and that's not even just like Middle Eastern men or anything like that. That's just like men in general. But like if I hear certain stuff like that from non-black men, then I'm like, okay, I know Wagwan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes that way too for me. You have to politically be close to me. And about the other thing about allyship.
Yeah, allyship.
What is an ally? What does it look like? How can it be done appropriate to each of your standards?
I personally, like, having had conversations with my white friends in recent times, the past week, like, I've had a lot of white friends reach out to me personally first and showing me that, even like as much as they can't understand, like, one is one thing, you can't have an ally that would say that they understand, because there's no way that you will ever understand what it is to be black in such such environment. So it's like them to like be able to be ready to spread awareness, be ready to educate themselves profoundly, which also led me to educate myself even more as a black guy, where it's like there's a lot of information that I didn't even know myself that I can't even speak on if I don't have knowledge about, right? So it led me to having those uncomfortable conversations where it's like even trying to make that conversation happen and still like hesitate when I have to say like black people or white people, you know what I mean? Like those terms come out as if it's hard to say when it shouldn't be hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think to me that the true sign of you being an ally is correcting your friends and family when black people are not present. That to me is the biggest thing, because it's really easy to be like, no man, don't do that when there's a black person there. Behind closed doors, how do you move? How do you maneuver around your family? How do you have these hard conversations with them? Are you trying to change their minds? Are you trying to show them the wrong in their ways? Are you really going that extra step? Because that's not easy to do. And if you're doing that, then I really respect you. But yeah, on another note, I mean, kind of similar to this, I heard that Dave Chappelle won't even let himself say Black Lives Matter. You want to know why?
Why?
He's like, it's so ridiculous that I have to say that my life matters. Not even that it's the same as yours, but that it matters because you're killing me in the streets. So it's too depressing. It's too heavy. It's too sad for me to even say it. And I was like, wow.
I'm surprised that statement's coming from him, knowing that his mom worked really closely with Patrice Lumumba. His mom worked with Patrice Lumumba when she was in university. Lumumba.
Yeah.
And like him knowing, like his mom obviously telling him what the hell was going on back in the days. Like his mom was traveling from the States, knowing what's happening in the States, but then also knowing what's happening in Europe and how the white people treated us over there too. Like he should know what that statement really means, and what Black Lives actually, Like,
yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. He's obviously on our side, but I'm saying he's so like, I guess overwhelmed.
Redundant.
What?
It's redundant. Like
exactly. He finds it. It's like
matter. That's almost like it's just almost humiliating to even have to say that. I guess he's just
exactly. It's
like that. If you don't know that by now, like what are you saying? It's that kind of vibe. Not that he's unaware of it. It just reduces it.
Exactly. That's exactly how he feels about it. And I was like, wow, damn. He took it to a whole other level. Because when I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And he broke it down. I was like, wow, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't think we ended up back on this shit again.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to happen. It's just the conversation I need to have for sure. I hear people going like, oh, like I've heard someone say like, yo, like shit's not gonna be normal again. Well, like it shouldn't be normal again. You know what I mean? Like there should be times where a man's like, even myself, like wake up a little, like have your eyes even wider than it was. You know what I'm saying? move accordingly, do even more than you were before. Even if you're moving the right way, but just move a little more wiser in what you're doing, more hard, go harder for what you're standing for. So
exactly, because going back to the normal was not good.
Yeah,
that's what got us here. So now we're gonna do what and then go back to that. So it doesn't make sense. No, it's a real revolution, and it's crazy that we're being part of it. But like, we need to see change.
Yeah, we need to see change in a lot of things, not just like things that happen in North America. Like, I feel like people are thinking of just like the 400 years. That is obviously you have to consider the 400 years and everything, but people got to really look underneath the hood and see how things were before, when like when the white man and like when the European powers were like taking over Africa and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes deeper than what happened 400 years ago. It's deep. Like,
Yeah, but what do you mean though?
Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, what I really want to say is that look deeper than what it is right now. Like,
police brutality. It's greater than police brutality.
It's way more than that.
Can we talk about the fact that you three are francophones and what's going on in francophone? What's going on in the French world, and that people are using, obviously this is just not an American thing, this is not just a North American thing, this is a global revolution that's going on with Black consciousness in places like South America, the Black population in like Brazil, places like Amsterdam.
I saw Syria. There was a mural of George Floyd in Syria. I was like, whoa.
And Palestine,
and they're dealing with their whole, you know what I'm saying, oppression going on down there too. So,
it's a good time to be Black,
Oh, sorry, you had a question, Shai?
Yeah, so it's like now that there's like this shift of like, I feel like everyone has already ingrained and integrated that consciousness of being Black and having to move differently and having to be subjected to a different level of treatment. We already all know this as Black people. It's just that right now, this collective like rolling power right now that we have, I don't know, how do you feel that it's gonna make an impact like globally? Do you think that even on a corporation level, like how I said, like people are gonna still continue to press, things like their employers and things like that? Like I feel like it's like a moment of like awakening. I never seen corporations have to make statements on things that this person hasn't even been convicted yet.
Yeah, because of how bad it's getting, right? But now we're just getting a lot of lip service, and there's not really any heavy lifting that's been done, right? So obviously that's the goal of having actual change when it comes to the system, and acknowledging that it is inherently racist and that we will change, because that's going to be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like this happened, but right now everyone's acknowledging it finally. No, that's not even true. Not even everyone, because there's still people who like all lives matter. So it's really just like I don't even know what to do with them.
Yeah, but you always have those people. It's about the meat of the argument, which is like Black people. Oh,
I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, it's about the bulk of the argument. About. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
It's about Black consciousness and like people all around the world, like knowing that and just working off the momentum that, Black America has, I guess introduced right now. Because things are going on in, the, what's that thing? The Dutch Black Santa they have?
I don't know about that. What is that?
They have this like Dutch Black Santa, and they do blackface every time Christmas rolls around. And
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Amsterdam and that, and it's like they're using the plight of obviously this George Floyd stuff and obviously the police brutality and the disproportion between the justice of the Black, Dutch, and the white or other race Dutch people. And also they're including other stuff. So their own little sufferings are included into it of like, hey, we need to take out this Black Santa, this blackface, like stop that. Or, you know, yeah. So everyone's just kind of like integrating their own particular cases and just going off the momentum of this, you know,
this movement.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, sorry, go on.
Is the momentum going to carry on? That's also the thing, you know, like we're trying to see, like, is that pedal still going to be on the gas? Not even like 2 weeks from. Well, that's what you think. Hell yeah, because you want it to be, but like, are people gonna, because they're still not living that Black life? Are they gonna start like being, you know, reluctant to the fact of like, okay, yeah, like in the moment, cool, but now it's like, I still got being selfish. So I still got my life I gotta take care of. But that you being selfish in that case is still turning your cheek away from, you know what I mean?
Because right now it's a trend, right? It's a trend, and it's not. It's only gonna stop being a trend once real change is done. So we're just waiting for that. You know what I mean? And I don't think we should be congratulating people for doing what's right. You know, like, yeah, you shouldn't be fucking painting your face black, like, you know, the history of blackface, stuff like that. So it's just. Black people are so forgiving and we're so, like, you know what I mean, kind, and be like, oh wow, like, good job on doing that. No, nigga, like, you're not supposed to be punching me in the face in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Oh wow, today you didn't punch me in the face. Good job.
Even Trudeau, like, how long it took him to, or one of the reporters asked him a question about what's going on in the States and all that. Like, it took him, like, his moment of silence before he even spoke was like 30 seconds of just thinking of what he was gonna say, because like he's like, him himself, like, anything he will say will just backfire automatically due to his actions in the past.
I find he doesn't speak about a lot of stuff.
He's so like
he literally just like, there's Black issues and he just skirt every time.
And that's everybody's
and
life.
They love to do that. No, especially in Canada, they love to do that because they love to be like Trump, ignorance, bigotry. Wow, America. And the only thing that I ever hear Trudeau, and don't get me wrong, I don't like go too hard on like Canadian politics, so don't kill me here. But I usually only hear him speak about like faintly Indigenous rights.
Yeah.
And faintly, maybe now the Asian population, whether it be Indo-Asian or, you know, Northeast, I guess, Asian. I've only heard him talk about that with the COVID stuff, or like with the, you know, when he dressed up in that Indian garb.
Yeah, because of the way that Canada like openly fucked
about Black people, not the Scotians. Scotians are basically as old in this country as any Irishman or any Scotsman. And those people claim to be like the original pioneers of Canada. And I never hear him say anything about Black people. He just loves to pander it to like, well, we're not doing anything necessarily, but look what's going on south of us. We don't accept that. But I don't hear you doing anything.
Yeah, the Scotians had it really bad. Like T-Rez, I think the T-Rez is from...
He's Scotian, I think, right?
Yeah, he's Scotian, yeah, bro. And like a lot of people that I met from there, they're like, yo, it's like the States. Like the police brutality is real, racism is really real.
Sheesh, man.
And how Black people are really treated over there is scarce. It's really bad.
Yeah. Well, let's not end on a sad note. Anybody have anything positive they want to end with? Because this is fucking depressing, dog.
Any new music lately? I haven't even been checking.
Yeah. Little Yachty dropped. He dropped his album. I listened to it. I didn't finish it, to be honest. Like,
bro, I'm tired. Yo, that's also one thing, bro. I'm tired of consuming that type of music nowadays. I'm over that shit, bro. Like,
throw away.
Yeah, it's like I really listen to it, and it's like, bro, I'm just I don't know. Even just fact of it being 20 songs, 21 songs. That's why I'm really loving Freddie Gibbs' that Freddie Gibbs shit, bro. Alfredo,
right now still.
that shit hit. That's how I've been spinning the last few days. Won't lie.
Yeah, I should listen to it. Yeah, I heard it's 38 minutes, right?
It's 10 songs.
It's 10 songs,
Nice.
straight to the
like
point,
that.
crisp,
Concise.
super like Rick Ross feature, Tyler the Creator feature, Conway, Griselda features. It's super. It's neat.
Benny the Butcher too.
Benny the Butcher's on there too, so
so I'm definitely gonna listen to it. I just downloaded it right now.
Yeah, you guys listen to Lucky Day?
Yeah, I heard the Joe Budden talked about it. The dancehall remix to Rosa Moore is insane.
Oh, weird! I didn't.
Or the reggae, sorry, the reggae remix. It's fire.
I didn't even listen to it yet. I just started getting into him, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Like slowly, I've seen his name here and there, but I never really sat down and like grasped his music. But like,
yeah, he's been around since 2004, man, or before that actually, because he was on American Idol. Footage of him on American Idol from 2004 came out, and it's like he sounded fine then, but it's like look at where he is now.
The guy don't stop, bro. Yeah,
he's just not popping. So it's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody has their own timeline, man. That's really just all it comes to.
That's all it comes down to.
People pop in after a year, and it's like they disappear. You know what I mean? Some people pop after 15, 20 years, and it's like they're there forever. So it's a crazy journey, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I don't have anything else to add, to be honest. Thank you for being on the show. I'll plug all of your Instagrams. You guys have any businesses, black businesses you guys want to promote or push?
Hey, man. LVG La Vague, man. Black owned shit, you know what I'm saying? Brand, the movement. That's really what we're pushing, hopefully it just puts a new, fresh battery behind our backs, to just keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
Yeah. Koti?
I'm saying, we got Salasso Foods, we got Pili Spices.
Up a bomb.
A lot of things coming out,
Yeah.
And
Are you okay? What's going on, buddy? You're rocking back and forth. Look like you're in a sunken place.
This guy's cold. I know he's freezing right now.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Warm, just a lot of shit happening, fam.
I know. I feel. Yeah. How's your mental, for real though? You're good?
Nah, I just got some crazy news,
Damn.
Some crazy news. Someone tried to take down my sign and shit, yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We'll talk about it off air, yeah, for real. That's insane.
It's crazy. Like a competitor came down in the city. You know what I'm saying?
We want to talk about it here, or?
Yeah, we talking about it right now.
All right, okay.
So basically, a competitor came down in the city. Like, they just opened up shop right beside us. You know what I'm saying? And it's turning into some turmoil, like, because basically they want to take over like the whole
plaza,
the whole real estate, And we're selling the same thing. We're literally selling the same things.
Wow.
And it's crazy because I was trying to get my commercial lease done, like back in August. My landlord's been running around and shit like that, giving me the run around and shit, and like basically, this whole thing was like a plot, I think, just to get us, like, just eliminate us, So,
isn't the new guys related to the landlord somehow?
No, they're black. It's Nigerians.
Wow. You see it, bro? Come on, dog.
The thing is though, this is the crazy part. I spoke to a couple of distributors today, right? Some food distributors. And literally that company had blackballed and done the same thing to their like a company in the West End, like near Eddystone.
Yeah.
So literally, yeah, they did that shit, and like they're doing this shit to us. So a lot of shit happening. Like I just got my sister was calling me like, "Yo, they're trying to take down your sign. And this is that. They want to replace it with theirs." And you know what I'm saying?
Are you out of your fucking mind, bro?
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy shit, And I gotta find ways. It's like I'm in the midst of like launching a website and everything like that, trying to go online and shit, and like, just a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, well, my prayers are with you. We'll talk more off air, but like, yeah, it's fucking Jesus, man.
It's nuts, yo. They're trying to make my family stuff.
Black people, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
like
Africans too. Like we're all Africans, bro.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. But it's like because they're a chain store now, and they've done it to somebody already.
Oh yeah, so they're already running on that.
You know what I'm saying? They're running on demon time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I gotta go back to the drawing board. I gotta figure how to maneuver out of this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's just like it's all mental. Like I can easily go and react physically and
of
do
course,
crazy shit, but that's not the part of the game I'm in. I'm not in the streets. It's like it's
exactly.
very corporate. It's a mind game. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's brain power. So yeah.
yeah. I'm sure it come out of it fine though. So yeah, we'll plug PDPD, we'll plug Solasso, you know, we'll plug all that stuff.
It's crazy, but yo, you know, stay up, guys. Stay focused.
Yeah.
Every day, yo, you wake up to crazy news, yo.
Yo, shit. Learn, yo, about to go to bed just now. Wake up to some fuck shit, you know? So
Head up.
head up always. Always forward.
Yeah. All right, yo.
Love, bro.
Take care. Love.